2011 Korea Racing Underrated Cup Korea Open.
선수들이 입장하겠습니다.
Players are entering the gymnasium.
힘찬 함성과 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다.
Please sit down with a big hand.
Our second match that we're covering in the quarterfinals will be two Koreans, Hyun Jung and SEO Hyo. And they're coming to table at the moment. Great supporters, the Koreans. They absolutely love their table tennis, I tell you.
선수 소개를 하겠습니다.
I'd like to introduce these players.
1타 한국 문현정.
Table number 1, Hyun Jung from Korea.
한국 서효원.
Hyo from Korea.
주심 이대우.
Umpire Lee Jae-woo.
부심 오복자.
Sub-umpire Oh Bok-ja.
2타 한국 이은희.
Table number 2, Lee Eun-hee from Korea.
Right, well, the stadium announcers introducing the players on the other table, so we'll just focus our attention. It's really interesting, isn't it? You can see the way that the crowd see it. The crowd is basically across both the edges, the sides of the table, both as we look at it now, the right and the left edge of the screen with our overhead camera. And they have a different perspective on the table too, but our focus of attention will be, this is SEO Hyo in the red top. Of course, we won't get coaches here because of the two players being from one nation. They're setting up their own information and debriefing there, you can see. And Hyun Jung in the blue top, that's in fact SEO. But Moon is the winner. The last time they met was in the Korean Open Pro Tour last year. And on that occasion, Hyun Jung was the victor by 4-0. That was in the round of 16. We've now gone one step further in the round of the quarterfinals. So you would say, I guess, that in certainly main competition, Hyun Jung would certainly have that that favorite label. Although she was pushed really very close by Chinese Taipei's Li Hijin in the round of 16. It was 4-3. And in fact, she came back from a 3-0 deficit, which is an extraordinary achievement for Hyun Jung. She lost the first to 9, the second to 8, and 14-12 in the third. And it looked as if Hyun Jung was going out, and then regrouped, gathered her strength and momentum, and came through 9-4, 9-5. So an extraordinary 4-3 victory against Li Chen by Moon, the girl. There she is, right in our shot. She also came through against Milik of Turkey, Hugh Milik of Turkey, and that was a little bit easier, 4-1. 11-7. She lost the third and then picked up the fourth and fifth, 4-4. SEO Hyo won. Wow, what a good result for her to get to this stage, I can tell you. She won 4-2 against Sunbae Bay of Singapore, which is no mean achievement. And it was really, really close battles other than the first. The first one was in her favour by 11-2. And then it was 15-13, 12-10, 12-10. 11-9, 11-8 to finish off. So really close battle, 4-2 in favour of SEO over Sunbae Bay. There you go, 4-2. And then Ishikawa, well, that was the big surprise to me, to be quite honest. I mean, Ishikawa was the number 2 seed in the tournament. So to come through 4-2 there, she lost the first game, and it was 17-15 in the third in favour of SEO. So she, again, these Korean girls have got great fighting spirit. It's quite obvious from the stats that we've seen there that they have great resolve, great determination, and never say die attitude. It's very, very impressive. So this could be good, although it's all Korea. I hope you look forward to this. There's going to be some quality, good determination. Again, a best of 7. And here, the young girl, SEO Hyo won. just 24 years old, ranked 38 in the world. Her opponent in the blue top is 27 years old and ranked 48. Here we go. Not an auspicious start, you might say. And that backhand chop service, well, that speaks volumes, doesn't it? You've got definitely an attacker and a defender here. And SEO Hyo won in the great tradition of Korean defenders. Got to the quarterfinals in Spain this year, and also in Poland, a semi-final in Poland. Wow, in the women's singles. That's the frustration. You see, you've got Hyun Jung, who's prepared to really give it a go, and SEO Hyo, whose whole game is built around chopping and defending. It's a fascinating position to be in. And there you go. She chops it, or she cuts that backhand, and then immediately retreats. You can see Hyun Jung will drop a few in short if she does that more often. Oh, yeah, that's a great attack into that backhand corner there by Moon. Yeah. And at 4-2, starting out this first game. It's going to be an intriguing matchup. We might be here for another 7 games. I can see an expedite rule coming in here. Haven't had to commentate on an expedite rule for quite a while. They take too long. If they take 10 minutes, more than 10 minutes over a game, the umpire will bring in an adjudicator for 13 shots. It's all pretty arbitrary, isn't it? But it's certainly, they might need to do that to keep the game moving, or the match moving. Yeah, again, it's the forehand of Hyun Jung that is a little bit dominant at the moment. Huge action there. That's very, very clever. Lots of movement on the ball from the chopper. Yeah, well, SEO Hyo 1 is definitely happy to go back, but looking at the score, she might want to come forward and attack a little bit as well. Mix it up. Good defending, but again it was irresistible in the end. And Hyun Jung's forehand and accuracy is holding sway right at the moment. Look at that big wind up into the backhand corner. Now I said about mixing it up, and she did really well there. Hyo-won can attack, but her style is to chop. Looping topspin, but it just kicked up very, very high. It goes down early, but kicks high off the table. So 7-4. And again, some good action defending off the backhand side this time, 5-7. She is allowed a towel down, of course, after 6 or a combination of. This is not a training exercise, that's for real. She was waiting for the opportunity to develop. Hyun Jung. Again, the forehand does the business, but that was just half table and really well dispatched by Hyun Jung. She's got an 8-5, 5-8. Wow. That's a really good rally, and again, clever thinking from Hyun Jung to win the point. 9-5. It is intriguing. There's no wonder that the Korean public themselves loves to see some defenders. Kim Kyung-ah, of course, the absolutely, well, she's getting into her mid-30s now, but she is absolutely a legend. And there are elements of similarity, as you'd expect, with SEO Hyo. It's game points, loads of them. Surprising they've only played each other on one previous occasion in major events. Good stuff, that's the game. It's 11 points to 6. And Hyun Jung has continued to attack. She's kept her game plan going. SEO Hyo struggling a little bit under a lot of pressure. The real barrage of big forehands from Hyun Jung is beginning to tell, and that's the story of the first game, 11-6. So SEO Hyo, the defender, has got to work out now a strategy of how to defend against the Hyun Jung's forehand. It's a dynamic attacking shot. Oh, and that's how she's worked out she'll do it. I'm going to give some counter-attacking shots. You can't argue with that. Pen holder look. And again, the pen holder wins the point for 1-all. She doesn't play the pen holder like the Chinese men, I tell you, the Wang Haos of the world. She's, well, the attacking shot is certainly the same. That's absolutely superb, magnificent. You'd have to say that was as good as we've seen throughout this match so far, definitely. Cracking shots. So the forehand is similar, but she spoons up what would be a sort of backhand for the pen holder. It's not a, but it's very different. Another big shot there on the forehand. Hyo finding it difficult to respond here. Yeah, do you know, you can tell that Hyun Jung, she has definitely been practicing against the likes of SEO Hyo, and even if they haven't played in the practice hall today, I'm sure they haven't. They would not have given each other a chance to do that. But there's so many good choppers in the Korean squad that she would have played against them time and time again. And although there is lots of disguise, it looks like the ball is just coming straight back. There's loads of movement and impact on that ball. That is a very, very good forehand again, isn't it? She runs around that what would be the backhand of the penholder. Everybody's enjoying this one. It's 6-2. Aha! That's a really good flick. You have to keep pinching yourself, remembering that she beat Sun Bei, most experienced of Singapore players. That was 4-2 in the round of 16. Yeah. It's like being hit on the head time and time again. Eventually it hurts. It doesn't matter what she's throwing up at the moment. SEO Hyo is struggling. Even when she comes up with a topspin rather than a chop defensive shot, it's still being controlled by Hyun Jung, and she's absolutely, well, control is the right word, I think, isn't it? She's bossing it. She misses that one, but she's still got a 4-point lead, and I've absolutely no doubt she'll go on and win this game. Lovely Saturday afternoon in Korea. What else could you do than come and watch some great table tennis? Nine 4, and again lots of action on the service as well. Content to loop the first and then tried to drive the second without success. That's a really good rally. It's 10 points to 5. It's loads of game points for Hyun Jung. She is finding so many options, and I tell you, her accuracy is very impressive. You wouldn't bet against her going all the way, to be quite honest. Very impressive. Look at the variety of play. Look at that attack, absolutely superb. Hyun Jung, the more I praise her, the better she is, which is most unusual. Normally the commentators curse, they call it, because you give her praise and then suddenly she falls apart. But Hyun Jung is in control of this one. It's 11 points to 5 in the second. It's 2-0 in terms of games, and that is absolutely reflective of the way in which this match is going. She is in control, and the chopper, Hyo is struggling. We are in the Incheon Samsam World Gymnasium, and not that far from the airport, of course, Incheon. Some great adjustments in that rally. Hyun Jung was the one that had to adjust more. And SEO Hyo again is under pressure all the time. Ouch. That's better. She decides to really get on the attack there, and that pays off. She's going to have to do it more often. Hyun Jung is actually 48 in the world, but her highest ranking back 5 years ago was 18. So she was really on her way up. She's been there and done it, no doubt at all. And that was a solid serve, wasn't it, for 2-1. Got to the quarterfinal in England this year. Did Moon. And again, there might not be too much movement from Hyun Jung on the ball, but eventually Hyo Won buckles under the little bit of pressure. That's great defending as well, isn't it? Aha! But you won't beat that kind of attack. Super! And that really is very impressive. Look at it, wind up another big one, and it's heavy topspin drive. 4-2. And again, she's finding it difficult because the many different angles of attack from Hyun Jung. That one was into the body. She couldn't move quick enough away from it. 5-2. Oh, sensational attack. Wow. Moon Hyun Jung, I tell you, she's got her own peculiar style of attack, but by golly, when she hits them, hate to think how fast that one went. Fabulous forehand. And that was, well, anything you can do, I can do almost as well from Hyo Won. Good girl. You love to see them challenging. And there, that's the chopper's response. She's saying, okay, I can attack, you know. 3-6. Oh, well done. Well, she dropped back off the table once again after threatening to come forward, did Hyo Won, but she didn't have to do a great deal because Hyun Jung caused that point to be lost, hitting the net. It's still 6-4 in the third. And again, taking it up a gear, pushing on and making the power for 4-1, 1-4. Beg your pardon, 4-1. Again, upping the pace. Surprise. One thing having the surprise attack, it's another having the talent and the ability to deliver with great style. That was fabulous. Accuracy and consistency. It's all been with Hyun Jung, the girl in blue. 4-8. All right, caught the edge. Yeah. She got to the grand finals in 2005 and got in the semi-final. did Hyun Jung. There's no victories against her name, though. The counter blow from Hyo-won is short and it hits the net. It's 9-5 now in favor of Moon Hyun Jung, who is just doing everything that she knows well, and it's delivering brilliantly. There's another good service for 10-5, and this is, well, yeah, we haven't seen too many points from Hyo-won. I wouldn't say she's twice as good, but the points will reflect a very similar score. Look at this, 10-5. She is going to be struggling the moment that she steps back off it. That is 3-0 in favor of Moon Hyun Jung of Korea. It's 11-5 in the third after taking the first two. So unless a miracle suddenly descends on the Incheon Samsun World Gymnasium, Samsan I should say, World Gymnasium, it ain't going to change a great deal, is it? Look at that, 6-5 and 5. I'm just trying to think of bright things to say. I just thought, well, the name, obviously Moon, we've had a lunar eclipse recently, haven't we? But certainly Moon is eclipsing SEO Hyo at the moment. No doubt. Was that worth the effort? That is unbelievable counterplay from Moon Hyun Jung. Not only did she defend the Hyo-won attack, but she countered brilliantly. It's 0-2. And another dominant rally from Hyun Jung, playing it out to the backhand side of Hyo-won all the time. It's really, really wearing her down. It's grinding her into the dust. Very, very impressive. It's 3-0 in games. It's 3-0 in points in the fourth. She can afford to miss one or two. I mean, on this kind of form, her accuracy is really impressive. Again, even when it's the patience game required, Hyo-won invariably puts it out or hits the net. And again, the service is causing the problems. So I would say that mentally, Seo Hyo-won is absolutely scrambled. She lost against her opponent Moon 4-0 last year. I cannot see any indication that that's going to change this year. Yeah, but how can you get consistent and capitalize on that? That was a very, very good backhand from Hyo-won. Attacking backhand. You need to see it more often, maybe. And she went for broke there, and it was broke. It's 6-2. She missed that one too, but again, there's a lot of variety in her play. She mixed up the service, bit of length, extra undercut on it, but she's still got a good lead anyway. It's 6-3. And again, right in the corner. I must say, I read you the stat earlier that the terms of the singles, the Koreans haven't had a singles winner since 2007, and that was that was the men's winner, men's singles, Oh Jung. The last time a Korean woman won, it was Kim Kyung-ah, and again, of course, you know, she's a defensive player, chopper. Hong Kong won it a couple of times in 7 and 6, but it was 2005 the last time. Kim Kyung-ah was the victor. But I tell you what, you wouldn't bet against Hyun Jung here. She is playing absolutely superbly well, very confident. She could upset the likes of Feng Chun-wei. That's so tough. Again, under pressure, you're going to make decision to try and break the deadlock, try to finish the point. It's too difficult. 9-4, 2 points away from victory here in this quarterfinal. Oh yeah. How many times have you seen that backhand being successful? The attacking wrist over backhand, a good flick there. It's good stuff. 5-9. But she steps back every time she plays that backhand serve. Who's defending now? That's a good fight back, but she's got to remember how she did that. It wasn't by sitting back, that's for sure. It was by really coming forward and trying to get an advantage at the net. It's 9-7. That's absolutely superb by Hyo. But is it too little, too late? 3 points in a row. She's within one, but wow. You'd have to say that flat back drive is very effective, but we haven't seen it before. Why not, I ask? It's 9-8. It's now game and match point in favor of Hyun Jung. 8-10. Hyo will serve, but she won't enjoy the prospect of having to serve two to get back to level. It's match point, Hyun Jung. Great attacking play from Hyo. Again, desperation stuff. But did you notice Hyun Jung's ability to block back as well? That really is very impressive. There you go. Even on the backhand side there, it wasn't easy for the pen holder. But again, the attacking angle from Hyo into the backhand was successful. It's still match point, Hyun Jung. 9-10. The winner of this one will also play against a Korean, either Lee or Park. And that is it. It is 11-9. And I must say, a few flickering moments of fire from SEO Hyo but she just spent most of her match there, back on her heels in defense, and Hyun Jung just ground her down. It was a very impressive performance. So in the twice now times they've met in the Korean Open Pro Tour event, both victories, both times it was victories for Hyun Jung, and both by the same score, 4-0. As I said earlier, you wouldn't bet against her. Ocharov just getting ready, putting his bags down, and we'll be seeing him up next. But you wouldn't bet against this young lady, Hyun Jung, to go all the way. She's in sparkling form. Very, very impressive. Look at that. She really does like to lay into them. Got good shoulders. Very good position. Coming up then in just a while, it will be the men's match. It will be Juicy Hyuk, who is the #1 seed in this tournament, against Dmitry Ocharov of Germany.